So Max Holloway has got put to sleep for the very first time in his career against Ilia Topuria. Brutal stuff. Great stuff from Ilia, I guess, to be honest. Gutted for Max. I really wanted Max to win that, but yeah, I guess the sport's just too harsh to let that happen, though, at the end of the day. But fair play to Ilia. Good performance. I don't want to see him fight Volkov, brutally knock him out again. Worse than the first time. Just let him fight Diego Lopez. That's why I think should happen. Let Ilia fight Diego Lopez next. But anyway, on to how this one went. I thought Holloway had a good first round. I mean, Ilia got a takedown early, but I thought Max Holloway had a good first round. I thought his jab was in Ilia's face quite a lot. His lead hand was good in that first round. Good behind the jab, putting some decent shots together. I thought Holloway was good in that first round, and it was looking bloody pretty promising from Max Holloway. He got up easily from the takedown that Ilia got. But, I mean, to be fair to Ilia, at the very start of the first round, he actually did what he said what he was going to do. And he said he was going to point to the middle of the octagon, and he did. Actually, though, to be fair, though, he probably knew Holloway wasn't going to engage. I think that was obvious in the end. But, yeah, Holloway won the first round. I thought the better work came from Holloway. He was cleaner with his work. Ilia Topuria didn't really do overly too much in that first round. Holloway was just able to kind of pick him apart with some good shots. He wasn't really damaging him overly much, though. Ilia was never phased by any of the work that Holloway was putting together on him, though. And Ilia was just always having a look, though, to be fair, here and there, putting in a few feints. And, just filling him out, really. But Holloway's work was good. He was the more active guy and was good with the lead hand, to be fair. That was good. It was looking promising for Max. It was looking very promising for Max Holloway in that first round. Second round, I think it was clear to see that Ilia took the round. It was fairly simple. I think Holloway started all right. He was good behind the jab, good with the lead hand. Landed the odd good straight backhand, but Topuria was having a field day. He was just consistently ending up landing on Max Holloway's chin in that second round, landing some bloody big shots on him, to be honest. And Max Holloway's chin, we know how good it is, but he got found out in that third round. Max was just leaving himself way too open in that second round. I don't know why. He should have had his defense tighter. That's the thing. When Ilia's putting it on you, you need to keep your defense tighter because the guy hits like a bloody truck, honestly. He's a massive puncher. And there was always the threat of Ilia knocking out Holloway. There was always going to be a threat. But although we knew how good Max's chin was, Topuria hits different to what many other of these guys do, and it's been proven. That's the thing. And Max has taken a lot of damage. He's been around for ages now, Max has. The chin was always going to get found out eventually. Well, I wouldn't say found out's the word, but he was always going to get cracked. That's the word. The chin of Holloway was always going to get cracked eventually. Leave himself open. He's taken a lot of damage. You're up against someone like Ilia. He's going to find you. He took big shots. Holloway took big shots in that second round, but Ilia was knocking him back. Ilia was brutally knocking Holloway back and had him bloody hurt. And he was looking better. He was landing good combinations as well. The hooks of Ilia were dangerous. He was unpredictable with his work as well. But yeah, Holloway just wasn't really able to do anything for the rest of the round, really. He was fairly dominant from Ilia, I thought. Then the third round comes along, and Holloway gets finished. Ilia's just continuing the third, how the second left off. No, not really any defensive changes from Max. It seemed like, to be fair, at times, he just left his chin in the air, Max. He just left his chin in the air. I mean, you could say he might have got a bit overeager at times when he tried to throw, and he was just getting caught. He was just getting consistently caught. And it was always going to happen. He was getting rocked. He was going to get cracked. No one's chin's holding up from some of the work that Topuria was putting on Holloway. No one's chin's going to hold up when you're leaving it wide up in the air and you're letting someone like Ilia land those combinations on you. No matter how good your chin is, and you're getting consistently cracked like that, you're going to get dropped. Holloway was relying on his chin too much in that fight. And everyone knew if you do that, you're going to get knocked out if you do that against someone like Ilya. He hits different to everyone else in the bloody featherweight division. He does. It's so dangerous to do something like that, and Holloway paid the price in the end. I mean, but yeah, it's like the first round, Holloway was boxing well. Holloway never looked awful in the fight. It's just his defense just wasn't there. His offense was fine, I thought, Holloway. But his defense just wasn't there. It was just non-existent in the end. He was getting cracked and he was getting cracked and he was just getting consistently cracked. The chin was obviously going to go. It was obviously going to go. Ilya's timing, Ilya's accuracy. No one does it like what Ilya does. And that's the harsh reality, and that's why Holloway lost. No one's accuracy is like what Ilya's is. No one can capture his flushes what Ilya does. Justin Gaethje is a good puncher, but you don't see you didn't see him landing the shots that Ilya was landing. Volk's a good puncher. Volk's an accurate puncher, but you don't see him landing the shots that Ilya lands and how accurate they are and how unpredictable they are. You can see, Gaethje shots coming. You can see you can see Volk shots coming. You can see Arnold Allen shots coming. You can't see Ilya's coming. The shots he puts together, his follow-ups are brilliant as well. It was always dangerous if you're fighting with your chin in the air and you're relying on your chin to do a job for you against Ilya. Ilya is just so unpredictable. And his overhands are good. He's so dangerous the way he comes forward. And he can mix in the odd takedown there as well. You never know with Ilya. He's a pretty well-rounded fighter. He's dangerous. The guy's an absolute monster. He's an absolute savage, Ilya is. Honestly. He just goes in there with no fear whatsoever. Ilya very clearly didn't respect the power that was coming at him from Max Holloway. Ilya was taking that all day, every day, the power from Max. Yes, Max was boxing well in the first round and very slightly parts in the second. But there was no power there that was ever troubling Ilya. Ilya was, dipping his head off to the side quite a bit as well. Some good feints there. You just never know when Ilya's explosive moments are going to come at you. Ilya's got some good, unpredictable, explosive moments. We saw it in the Volk fight. We saw it in the Emmett fight, but he couldn't crack him. We saw it today. Ilya is good at landing some good straights on you and some good hooks. But eventually, Ilya comes out with some massive, big combination shots where it's just so unpredictable, so explosive. No one's got a response for it. No one's chin's got a response for it unless you're Josh Emmett somehow. But at the end of the day, Max has taken a lot of damage. He's been in absolute wars. Max is always in wars, And Topuria was just able to, and Topuria caught him off guard massively so many times in that fight. So many times in the fight. What do we see next for Max Holloway and what do we see next for Ilia Topuria? As I said at the start of the video, give Ilya Diego Lopez. I don't want to see the Volk fight, but it's going to happen and Volk's going to get brutally KO'd. I wanted to see Volk get a win first. Volk hasn't won in his last 2 fights. He needs a win. He needs to get some momentum going. Ilya versus Diego Lopez, that's got to be the fight. And Diego Lopez was backup fighter today as well, so he deserves a shot. Diego Lopez deserves a shot. He was backup fighter. Give him the shot at Ilya next. He made the weight as well. So, give Diego Lopez the shot. Does Max Holloway move up to lightweight? Does he move back up there? I don't know. Could he fight I don't know. I feel like if Max fights again, he's only going to want to be in those big money fights. He's not going to fight someone like Moicano or someone like that. Does he rematch Gaethje? Does he fight Oliveira or Chandler? Holloway and Chandler could be a good fight. I don't even know what. But again, featherweight division. If we look at who could he fight in featherweight? Rematch with Brian Ortega? I don't know. Nah. Rematch with Yair. They had a good first fight. They could do that. I don't know. Yeah. Ilya's just different. Ilya's just different. He clears out everyone in the division. I want him to fight Lopez. Lopez will give it a good go, but Ilya wins. Ilya sparks out Volk again. He beat Yair. Evloev is on his way up. Aljo's on his way up. Could the winner of that fight Ilya? At some point, you never know. Aljo could cause him issues. Ilya knocks him out. Ilya's movement's too good. Ilya's too unpredictable. He knocks everyone out. I don't see anyone right now who beats Ilya. Lerone Murphy's building his way up. He wouldn't beat Ilya. No one beats Ilya right now. I don't know. When did they do the Makhachev Ilya Topuria fight? I think Makhachev could get brutally knocked out by Ilya. I think Ilya could beat Makhachev. That could be a good fight. But there you go. There you have it. Ilya's top dog and one of the best guys in pound for pound. Fair play, big respect. He's a class fighter, Ilya. He's very, very, very good, and he's more well-rounded than what people think. There you go. Fair play. Anyway, thanks for watching this video, Keels, and I'll speak to you on the next one.